Hey friends, I have a tip for you today because I want you to start changing the way you're thinking, because I know change is really hard and this whole new world that we're trying to navigate is definitely difficult to figure out what to do and how to do it and how to build relationships and how to stand out and show you care and how to help other people and be the light in the darkness. Like, that's really my focus right now, is how to be this light in the darkness, and I want you to think the same way too, so that when you get to the other side of this, that you're really standing out, that people are seeing you in a different light, that your relationships with your clients, your prospects, your team are deeper than they were going into it. That's what I want for you, because I'm gonna do everything I can to help you be a success. My name is Shauna Anderson Nude. I'm the president of Spitfire Advertising, and we help our clients with marketing. Whether you want digital marketing, you want offline marketing, like doing merch, swag, whatever that is, the word is that you use for it. Really, the focus is more about like building relationships, getting leads, hitting your goals. So today I'm going to give you some ideas. Now you can tie in your merch, your swag in with doing things that are virtual, right? Because I know it's hard for a lot of people right now to think outside that box, and how can we do it, right? I'm also going to have a couple tips for you that do not add the virtual, but just are very timely right now, I want you to think about. So my first tip for you is, if you are in an industry, say you're a notary, a loan officer, you're somebody who is having people use a pen to sign a document, and or it could be your team too, if you're trying to make sure that everybody's spaces are completely separate, if you're allowed to work right now. So this is a tip that we're doing right now for our clients that are in these situations is, everybody loves pens, but what happens with pens? You have a pen, and then so-and-so picks up a pen, and now your pen's gone to that person, and then so-and-so finds your pen and takes that pen, and pens travel around. So we need to keep this germ-free. So we can do an order for you where we are taking your pens, and we can do it in a variety of colors. So I know that my pen is the orange pen, right? So if I'm signing a document with a notary, then I'm the orange pen, and my husband is the red pen, and the notary is the purple pen, or however this is working out for you. Or you have your stations, right? People have their own colors, so people who are next to them have different color pens. So it's not just changing an imprint color, which can still be like, you have to pick up the pen and turn it and be like, oh, what's the imprint color? Oh, that's my imprint color. No, this is actually like looking at the pen, being like, okay, that pen is my pen, right? This section right here, these are your pen colors. Everybody stays separate. So one thing that we're doing, so think about if this is something that you can solve, if you're sending this out to your team who's working from home, right? And you're trying to keep them safe, be like, you know what, everybody in the house gets their own pen color, and send out pen colors for each of them. Number 2, we are spending way more time than we ever have right now on screens. Like for me, because I work in front of my desk, I do graphic design, I'm always in front of a screen. So I had got these before any of this happened, and that is the blue blocker glasses. So no prescription is on it, but I have the blue blockers because I want to protect my eyes. And now it seems like I'm on computers, on the phone, screen, whatever this is, more often than before, and so are everybody. I mean, statistics are showing that right now, that we're on it more. So blue blocker glasses are definitely something to show that you care, that you can send out to your team. You can put this in a work from home kit, you can send out to your clients. Definitely something that I would highly suggest right now for you to do, and add a little inspirational message. Right now, I would say that we stay more away from just like putting a big logo on something, that we're really working on that motivational message, or making them part of a team, unity, like that kind of imprint. And you can have your logo on it as well, but just something to make this more than just about your brand. Okay, this idea is one that, we do a lot of journals in our life, a lot of notebooks. People really like this. Right now though, this is a time in history, right? So this is an important time for the historical part, to have people and the kids write out like, what's the experiences look like? What are you going through? What's the mindset? What happened today? Also thinking through the mindset, because we're trying to get people in a better mindset. Think about, okay, so how can you get them to write out their feelings? How can you get them to write out their feelings? What are they going through? to basically brain dump, because when it's scattered around in here, this causes anxiety, it causes more fear, and because you don't have it organized, you haven't released it. So sending out a book, and then you're encouraging them to write in it, and you could have like, you know, challenges and assignments, and you know, it could be for the kids and mom and dad, and it could be a family activity. There's a lot of things we can do with it. One thing I do like about the books, if you want to send a special message, we can do at this type of page called a tip-in page. We can do a special message to your team, to your clients, right? And then they can use this and write out their thoughts, write out that time in history that this is happening. So it's, think of it like Anne Frank's diary, right? And so it's something that's going to last generation to generation and can be passed on. Another idea I have for you is, and you have probably attended one, I know that I have, virtual happy hours. Virtual happy hours are so cool right now. So with the virtual happy hour, then you can send out this branded piece, and you can do it with an invitation, and you can have them come in at a certain time and say, okay, on this day at this time, come into this link and we're gonna have a virtual happy hour, getting everybody together, seeing each other's faces. But you know, or you can schedule it so it's like, hey, every Tuesday and Thursday or whatever this is, but you can have your brand staying in front of your clients. You can have an inspirational message on there. You can have a fun message. You know, there's a lot of cool memes right now that just crack me up to go around this. I would say definitely tap into that and be creative with this and do something that will make people laugh, because we all need to laugh more right now. So when I'm thinking about this, you know, I'm thinking like, you can set out a cup like this as a koozie. That's also a tumbler. So it has a lid. They could pour a drink in here. They can have it there, or they can use it as a typical koozie where you would have, you know, a beer can or a soda can inside of here, or a bottle, and you can drink out of here. Sending this out in advance, you can put a kit together. If you want to do something that's like less expensive and easy to mail, then having like a bottle opener with a nice imprint, have something on here, inviting them, you know, making them laugh, making them feel included. Or you can do something as simple as we could do, can you see that? It's a magnet on this clear acrylic, and it has a recipe on how to make mojitos. If you want to do, this is actually, we did this for Intel a while ago as part of a team building. So we got a mason jar inside that, yep, that's a Coke can. Did the branding here, and then we did Jack and Coke, right? So you could do something fun like that to invite them in. If you know that you want to encourage them to be wine drinkers, or you know they are wine drinkers, then doing wine kit like this, and then inside is the tools to open their wine. So those are fun things you can do. Or if you want to do like a morning inspirational message, then do a coffee mug. Like this one's fun for women because it's gold, it says shine, a nice inspirational message on there. But do something that's like, makes them feel good right now and is including you in it. So tying this in with a virtual activity is definitely changing the game for you, and you know, building this relationship. And long after we are out of quarantine, they still have these, and this creates like memories, and how you brighten their day by jumping on and doing a happy hour with them, or including them, or them seeing the other team, their co-workers' faces. I think everybody is doing Zooms now, even people who had never done Zoom or GoToMeetings or any of these video chats. So the worst thing, and I think all of us have had this happen to us, the worst thing is when you jump on and you're not ready, right? Like, did you guys see that poor girl Jennifer, who she is in that Zoom chat with, I don't know, 10, 12 people, and she probably had a brain fart and forgot, and brings her laptop into the bathroom, sets it on the ground, and going to the bathroom where everybody's watching her. But like, we do not want any accidents like that. We don't want we don't want you to be on camera anytime you don't want to be on camera. So right now, putting on the webcam is awesome, and people are doing it from their phones. So we also have the phone cam. I think these, and they're, look at, simple, easy, inexpensive, mail those out. Give them some tools. Give them some tools for what to use during this time, and people are gonna cherish it. And judging from the care packages I just sent out to my clients and the response, like they were so excited to get things from the outside world, and it made them feel special. They said it made me feel like somebody was thinking about me. I felt like there was human contact. So I highly suggest mailing something out right now to your team, your clients, your prospects, and building that relationship. And if you don't think that a client is going to give you an address, their home address, I'm gonna tell you that I had about 65 to 70% of the clients that I asked for it give it to me. I think that's really good. So it matters too how much trust you have built with your clients, but don't block yourself and say, oh, they're never gonna give me their address. And you know what, when they come, if they don't give it to you, like for me, the ones that didn't give it to me, after we come out of quarantine, I'm going to send it to their office so they have like a welcome back present. Okay, so have you thought, I have my little list of ideas here, because these are all brand new that I'm like, okay, what can we do during this time to build relationships? Have you thought about doing something for the first responders, right? They're out there, and I mean, and not just like the typical first responders, like these people who are on the front line, whether they're at the grocery store, you know, obviously at the hospitals, all of these essential people who are putting their lives at risk, right? And being exposed to this for us to make things continue to go in our world, give us the necessities we need. So I was thinking about, okay, what could be something cool and fun as a thank you gift for that? They're traveling, right? They're moving around. So they're not traveling like to another state. I mean, like they're leaving their house, they're going home. Having something like this where they can put a spare set of clothes in it. They can put their mask, their gloves, a hand sanitizer, all of those things in here would be fun. This one's cool because it also has a lapel pin. Like we could do a fun lapel pin that's like, it could say something like, surviving the quarantine life, or, you know, there's a lot of things we could do. Or because it's first responders and our heroes right now, it could just tie into that. Like, thank you for being a hero. This is as a patch on it too. So we could do some fun things with that. They're out a lot on their phones, and the batteries are dying. So thinking about power banks that we could do with that. That's just a thank you. Like, thank you for everything you're doing. Like, let me make your life easier because you're making all of this easier on us. This is cool because it is a little toolkit, and then this can strap onto their bag. And on the back, I mean, it's like the size that'll fit in their wallet, right? Easy, fun, a fun message on front, but really thanking these first responders for like everything you do. Add a handwritten card to that. You know, get some people together and then be like, hey, let's go drop these off, or let's send these out to who, even if it's like friends and families and your team, like whoever that is, but build that relationship. Think about these people and how can you be making a difference right now? Like, that's the focus. I feel like, how can I add value to your life? How can I be the light in the dark? How can I help you maneuver through this new world that we're in right now and truly make a difference? So my next idea is the work from home kit, right? So you have this cool work from home kit. You put some of those essentials we talked about. It could be the webcam. You could put, you know, something for the virtual happy hour, socks, because everybody's in their sock right now. If you are wanting to do something to make sure your team is being healthy right now, there's like virtual 5Ks that people are starting to do. So get on that bandwagon. Like, what can we do? You know, here we can put that imprint on it. These are totally custom, fun, and you can help, even though like you don't have your program at the office anymore. Like, think virtually. Like, what can we do virtually? Think bigger, think different. And I know it's really hard right now, but you just got to figure out how to take your offline world, your real life world, where you're touching and interacting and all these things that we're doing, and figure out, okay, I can't have that right now. Like, I can't. So how can I do these virtually, and how can I help more people and build deeper relationships, show I care, and make a difference? Next idea is kids are at home, right? Kids are at home. These parents are going nuts. I had, we're doing our Toastmasters group, and we're doing it virtually now. And so, the gal that did a speech this week, she said something like, I wish I had it written down, but it said something like, we're not at home working. We're at home in a crisis trying to work. And I was like, isn't that the truth? You know, and then we all were like talking about how our lives have changed, our home has changed, how people are like, basically like, okay, I need the office right now, you need to go out, or I need this area because I got to do some phone calls, and I need this, and okay, now the kids are crying, and I'm trying to get this homework done. Like, Calgon, take me away. So I think it's important that you do something for the kids in these people's lives to help entertain them, because I know like people I know that I've given gifts to for kids and talked to them with kids, they're like, my kids are bored. Like we've gone through everything. Like I've bought all this stuff and we've gone through it. So we do a subscription box and for kids and their parents. So this is one of the items that we did for the subscription box. We created this fake camp. So camp line kit, because it's for power linemen. So we created this fake camp. We hid different elements in here that they had to go find, right? And it's actually pretty fun. So we did this as a puzzle, right? That we could send out, or that we did send out in the box. And then like a mini Jenga, right? The camp line kit. And we did playing cards. The Go Fish was one of them for the camp line kit. And again, another camp line kit. And this is like the Connect Four. So we had a series of things that we did. We did shirts, and we put it together. And so right now, because normally that gets sold up on Etsy, what has been decided is that with some of my clients who are really struggling right now with kids, so I have taken some of these kits, and instead of selling them, we're giving them. We're like, hey, we're just gonna send you this kit so that your kids have something to do. So think about that. What can you do for the kids in the lives of the people, your prospects, your clients, your team? What can you do for them to help their parents? They're gonna love you for that. It's gonna build deeper relationships, and it's showing that you truly do care. So think about putting together a care package for the kids. You can have activity books for the parents and the kids, like much needed right now. And you can even like host a Zoom, and you're like, hey, let's get all the kids on right now, and everybody, let's play Go Fish. Let's get on there and let's put this puzzle together. Let's get on there and, just really like helping the kids interact with each other. They're missing their friends at school too. Remember, they're going through a hard time. So create that together. The next idea is graduations. Oh, these poor kids, these seniors who are trying to graduate, and they're not gonna have a graduation ceremony. So how can you make this fun for them? Can you align with other businesses and be like, hey, let's throw a grad night party? Because they're not having that right now. And it's going to be a virtual party you're gonna do, and you're gonna get a DJ, and you're gonna have a dance party, and you're gonna do prizes and contests, and you're just gonna make it really, really fun and everybody interacting. I think that this idea is great for any industry, especially where that kid graduating triggers something in the life that you can help them with. So if, let's just say it's a loan officer or a realtor, like if that's the last kid in the house, that they might be empty nesters after this. So after you've built this relationship, you throw in this fun party, after we're out of all of this, are they gonna think about you if you have positioned yourself right, if you have got your branding in front of them, if you're, created that relationship and talking to them? They're gonna think about you and be like, hey, I need to sell my home. Like, who am I gonna go with? Like Joe Blow, who drops his card off at my front door? Or am I gonna go with this person, this realtor, this loan officer who's like, was there for me and my kids through this really hard time, right? So I want you to think like that. Like, how can you touch these peoples? And how can you give something that stays in front of them, right? With the offline, the swag, the merch, and then how can you tie that into making a difference in their life, doing something virtual, connecting, interacting. My next idea is a phone sanitizer. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm like, if I go someplace, I do something, I'm like, I need the hand sanitizer, and I sanitize my hand, but I have touched my phone during it, and I'm like, and how am I gonna sanitize my phone? So a hand sanitizer, sending that out to help people, I think is an awesome idea and something that we all should be using and doing and have. So if that's something that you want to do, let me know. We can help create some really cool stuff right now and help figure out, like, even if you just want to be like, hey, what can I do virtually right now? Like, I am open to helping whoever needs help right now with whatever you need help with. I want to help guide you through this time. Then 2 more ideas. So the next one is decals. Decals, super easy to put into anything you're mailing out. People love decals for their laptop, for their water bottles. Do a decal. do a decal, inspiring message. Okay, so this is one that we sent out in our care package. It says, be your own kind of beautiful. Our logo's on the bottom, it's really small. It's not the attention. It's not the one, what the thing is that's like taking over the decal. It's just a little reminder at the bottom. Here you go. Put this on and remember to be your own kind of beautiful, because we all are in our own different ways. My last idea is you can do an ice cream social. So, you know, when you were at school and there was an ice cream social there, your kids have it. We could send out a branded ice cream scoop, right? And we can have them either go get ice cream themselves, and we have this ice cream social, sending out the invitation, the time like we talked about with the happy hour. Or what we could do is we could give them a redemption code. So it's like, hey, go to the site, you know, order your ice cream at this time at this day. We're doing this ice cream social, and then we get together, everybody sees each other virtually, they're hanging out, they're talking, they're having fun, they're enjoying that together. So intentionally creating these moments, I think, is such an amazing thing right now, and that's something that I want you to think about. Think about birthdays, anniversaries, like that ice cream social, perfect birthday, anniversary, they're celebrating, they just had a baby. My daughter just had a baby through all this, it's crazy. Can't even meet my grandbaby to tell we come out of quarantine because I don't want to do anything that could hurt him. So I think that's a really hard time right now. And then she's feeling isolated, you know, her and her husband and the kids are feeling isolated over there because they can't interact with anybody, and especially just having a baby. So, you know, celebrating those times I think is amazing right now and something that you should be doing. So definitely all of those are great tips. Oh, one thing, if you are doing anything where you want to have a fun backdrop, you know, we could do something just simple, easy, like doing a banner in the back that you could then use later on if you want. But right now you're doing your branding, it's in front of everybody. You know, if you're doing videos, if you're teaching, you know, if you're doing a dance party, like whatever that is, we could do something fun back there with that as well. So I know that's kind of long, but I just like brainstorming ideas, and I was like, I just want to share with you. I want to share and help you get through this. I want to help you be the light in the darkness, build relationships. When you come out of this, I want you to be in a better place and going in it and building deeper relationships than ever before. I want you to show how much you care, what an amazing company you are. And I think all of these ideas will help. If you want to brainstorm anything, again, reach out to me. My name is Shawna at Spitfire Advertising. My email is Shawna, SHANA, at spitfireadvertising.com. And I would love to help you. So just do one more thing for me today. Just do one more thing. Besides subscribing to this channel so that you get these cool ideas as I think of them and throw them out there to help you. But if you'll just do one other thing besides subscribing, remember to smile, because happy looks good on you. Have an amazing day.